Hi everyone, I'm Stacy Albertson and I'm here to talk about net neutrality. I believe that net neutrality should be reinstated. It should not have been revoked in the first place. It is detrimental to the public's welfare, and it causes bigger gaps between the haves and the have-nots. Net neutrality is defined as the principle that internet service providers should enable access to all content and applications regardless of the source and without favoring or blocking particular products or websites. So there's usually 2 points of view on this. Either net neutrality is good or net neutrality is bad. So for me, the opposing view is that net neutrality is bad and that it should stay and it should be enforced, or should not be enforced rather. And some of the opposing views are that it kills competition. People with this school of thought believe that having net neutrality in place does not allow for an open market competition for internet services. The same people also think that government is overstepping their bounds when it comes to regulating internet service. They think the FCC has too much power over them, whether that comes to their ability to tax, to impose certain rules without any sort of formal process. And another opposing view is that actually net neutrality is a form of censorship. So those are the opposing views of why net neutrality is not good. I believe that net neutrality is good for people in business. I think it actually encourages competition because it gives a level playing field. So that means a small business can put their company online and sell stuff online the same as a big company. So it keeps them level and even, so the big company doesn't, who already has a leg up because they're already established, can't force the little ones out of the picture. In that the government oversight is necessary. We have local, state, and federal governments overseeing most of our lives to make sure people are following rules and doing what they're supposed to do. And we all have to pay taxes. Nobody likes it, but we all have to do it. And I believe that net neutrality actually guarantees freedom of expression. It does not enforce censorship. Because right now, under net neutrality, anyone can go online and you can have any kind of website you want. Whether it is for something good, whether it's controversial, whether it's whatever it is that you want to find, it is on the internet, and that is because it's allowed. So my view is that net neutrality is good. We should encourage this. We should be asking it to come back into effect. So net neutrality affects us all, even if we don't realize it. The opposing view to this is that everyday users aren't going to be affected, that this just affects internet service providers and big business. But that's not true. It affects everyone. Everyday users could, you could end up being forced. Let's say you have Mid-Continent. That's who I use for my internet service. Let's say they make a deal with Netflix, but I use Hulu. So now my Netflix works great, but now Hulu is buggy and stuff because they've slowed the service to that. Or people can pay when you go onto a search engine or something. I like to use Google, but they make a deal with Firefox. So now Google doesn't really work, and I'm forced to use Firefox. This stuff hasn't happened yet, but I do believe we are on our way to that, where this is the norm, where whatever our service provider deems, or whoever pays our service provider the most money, that's who we will end up having to use. So those are just some of the reasons that I believe net neutrality should be reinstated to ensure that we all have open and free access to information, and that our internet service providers can't force us into looking at what they deem is worthy of our attention. So that's why I believe net neutrality is a good thing and should be reinstated. Thank you.